Hey, welcome to the Glass City Grind. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Lisa.
Well, hello. It's April.
Yay!
I know, we made
April
it.
showers bring May flowers.
And we did not April Fool each other.
No, but you know, I get a lot of April Fool's pranks in my house.
Did you really?
And I was a little annoyed because they ended up using like 2 rolls of saran wrap to like saran wrap doors. You know how, have you seen that? They saran wrapped each other's doors so they couldn't get out of the bathroom, and they saran wrapped the toilet seat. So I was I'm deducting that out of your allowance.
I don't think anyone April Fooled me. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I was so busy with whatever, and I think I had put it out there, do not April Fools
Leave me alone.
mothers. It's not nice to do that. So that's happened.
There were a lot of warnings out this year for April Fools on things that were inappropriate to do. Did you notice that?
Oh my gosh, no, what?
Yeah, it was like, you know,
anything that we would do around
you
here?
shouldn't joke around about pregnancy, because that's a very sensitive topic for a lot of women. So, you know, that was an off-limits April Fool's joke, which I totally understand. There were a couple other things too. I forget, but I have to go back and look on Facebook. But I felt like there were a lot of warnings.
Oh, so we were all prepared, and it was on the weekend, so we were all ready for some shenanigans. So they just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Plus, we've had baseball season starting. March Madness has been going on. We've just had a lot of things happening around the area. We've just been busy.
Sports time.
It is sports time, and it's dance competition. It seems like that season's all year long, though.
Oh yeah, you guys you're on the go all the time. I don't know how you do it, but yeah, we've started. We've already had softball games, believe it or not, because spring softball now they start early.
Yes.
So we are off to a springy, sporty start.
I know. Yes, we are. Well, today we're going to have a springy, sporty start with our guest.
Yes.
How'd you like that?
Springy. I feel like we're tongue twisting ourselves, but yes. So we have Mark Klein coming on today.
Yes.
He's a friend of the show. We're going to discuss a project that he's got going on and a local film that he was in about cancer survivors.
Yes, because he himself is a survivor, so we want to make sure we talk about that. Also, Dr. Erin Wiley is going to be here today. You know, she is one of our in-house counselors, I'm going to call her. She probably doesn't even know that yet.
Love her. She's adorable. Just
so who knows what we're going to discuss.
Yeah.
And then springtime.
We're going to talk fashion with Michelle from Clothes Mentor.
Yes, and we have much, much more coming up. So
your favorite chick chat, too, don't you?
Yes.
That's my favorite.
Who knows what Lisa's going to talk about today.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll be back right after this break, so don't go anywhere. You scared me.
I scared you into screaming.
Yeah, we're just making sure that you guys are there. Are you alert?
Are you guys there? Are you awake? Hello, it's the Glass City Grind.
And it's
Cheryl,
Chick Chat.
Lisa's favorite part of the day.
Woo!
Chick Chat. Tell us why it's your favorite time of the day, Lisa?
You know, because I have a lot to say. I don't know. The people that know me, I think, might be surprised by that. Do you think? Do you think? No, I'm probably getting text messages right now like you're crazy.
Yeah.
But I like to talk, and I have things to say.
So always something to discuss.
Yeah, this is my time to express.
So go right ahead. We want to hear it. What do you have for me today?
Okay, so here's a couple topics that I thought were important to talk about. Starting with revival shows. Okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
It's a revival show.
Because when I hear revival and it's the month of April, I'm thinking Resurrection Sunday, I'm thinking church, I'm thinking you're trying to hint to me that I need to get revived in my spirituality, what's going on.
Praise Jesus. But as much as we do, this is about a show.
I'm sorry, that was good, girl.
I was like, what did we do? Jazz hands. This is about television movies.
Okay. Movies or TV shows that they're bringing back.
That they're bringing back. Because I don't know if you've noticed this. I just am finding this really interesting that this is a huge trend. I almost feel like nothing is original anymore. It's all revival shows. So you've got right now, Prison Break is coming back on Fox. That's a super popular show.
I've heard it, but I've never watched it.
Full House.
Which you loved.
We're in our second season of that. Gilmore Girls, that just aired their revival season, and then they are signed up for season 2 of the revival years.
Wow.
So we're talking, this show ended a long time ago. I also saw this is another one, if you're a Veronica Mars fan. I'm a huge Veronica Mars fan. They did come back out with a reunion show or a reunion movie. It was a movie. It was in the theaters. Well, now it's getting picked up on YouTube, I believe, and they're going to do like short shows.
Oh my goodness.
Just short little, I think like 5-minute little segment show kind of things.
Wow.
So just interesting.
What about Sex and the City?
You know, I know people want Sex and the City to come back, but I don't foresee that coming back.
What if we made it come back here in the Glass City?
I think that would be a great documentary or television
me
show.
And you. Could you imagine me and Lisa, Sex in the Glass City? Oh my gosh.
Who doesn't want to follow us around to like cafes and shows and see about our love lives?
And if we're not doing it, we can talk to other people that are. Oh my gosh, I think we should do this. Listen, look at our production crew. Can we do that and maybe let that be a segment?
I think it's awesome.
Sex in the Glass City. We could talk about people in the relationships. Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, yay.
So, that's movies. I mean, you've got Ghostbusters, Beauty and the Beast, all these things are coming back. I just think it's really interesting.
Even all the superhero Marvel movies they they add to or bring back.
And
cartoons.
It shows that people are nostalgic, people kind of yearn for their youth or childhood, and that's maybe a comforting feeling to watch things and be immersed in things that you know.
Oh my God, you just turned into a therapist.
I know. Where's Dr. Aaron?
I know. Hello.
Okay, someone's going to give me a job. All right, so next thing. I'm not great with this, but March Madness is the end of a huge basketball tournament, correct?
Yes, it is over. March Madness is now over.
I won no money. I participated in I didn't.
Oh,
no.
Me neither.
I don't know enough about it.
No. I would be guessing like, oh, I like their costume, their outfit, whatever. I like this number. I think they're good. But I do get into sports enough that I was actually rooting for the South Carolina on the males because the college male and females were both going. I was at GSU.
Yeah, BGSU. Yeah.
Yes, that's Bowling Green State University. They had a special event for their arts and performing arts center this weekend called Bravo, which it was Bravo, and they had a room set up that you could go into at this hoity-toity event where there was Coney dogs and a big screen TV showing the Final Four.
That's fun.
So that was really nice of them. I loved it.
Cheers to you for setting.
Yes, whoever created that part of it was smart.
Yes.
And I was watching the game there, and I wanted South Carolina to win, and they did not. But it was a great game. The last 7 minutes was like amazing.
So let me get this straight. It came down to South Carolina and North Carolina.
Well,
right? Or is that the girls?
The guys was South Carolina, and guys, help me, starts with a G, Gonza or something.
Oh, okay. Who knew? But our winners are who?
North Carolina
for
the guys.
For the men.
And for the girls, it was South Carolina.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I guess the Carolinas got it going on.
That was your shady sports.
Yeah. Somebody like BCSN is watching this, and they're like,
we're not using.
We need to help them. Okay. All right. So the last thing, that's fun, and everyone has a great time during March. But on a serious note, right at the beginning of April here, Colombia, the country, actually has suffered from horrendous flooding, landslides, and they have had over 260 people that they have found dead.
Oh my goodness.
People are missing, obviously. That included 40 children. The flooding and landslides are just awful, uncontrollable. And they are saying, which I thought is it's horrible. And obviously, if you can donate to the Red Cross or to that cause, they need help because, the country is just absolutely devastated. They're in a state of emergency. But what I thought was interesting is that the president has came out and publicly blamed climate change on this. And he said, the amount of rain that they're getting and the different timing that it's coming every year, it's getting worse and worse. And he's saying climate change is to blame.
Wow.
And so many people just don't believe in climate change.
Right.
So
that's been a topic for years.
It has.
Al Gore was one of the first political people that really was going after global warming and the change in climate that was altering things.
And so I thought this was interesting. I wonder, does this change people's opinions when you see a natural disaster like this and people from that region and country, officials are coming out and saying this is caused by climate change,
Yeah, I do think
interesting.
I do think it's very interesting. I think that in the last couple of years we've seen a lot of different things. And
even Lake Erie.
And it appears to be the weather.
Yep, here, and so call it global warming or whatever you want, but something's going on.
Mother Nature is always in charge.
I say take care of the earth.
Yes.
Recycle.
Yes.
Reuse.
Mother Earth.
Yes, take care of Mother Earth. All right, guys, that is all for today. Of course, we have so much more to talk about, but we will be back again soon with Chick Chat. Make sure you stay right there and join us after this break. Welcome back to Glass City Grind. I am joined with Mark Klein. And Mark, you've got an awesome story. We were sitting here talking a little bit before we came back from break, and what a powerful testament you have. you are a cancer survivor.
Yes.
And we are specifically talking in the month of April about Testicular Cancer Awareness Month.
Correct.
So tell me a little bit more about that and about your story.
Well, about my story, I never got checked. I never checked myself. How I found out I had testicular cancer, I had pain in that seam area where your upper thigh meets your lower abdomen. You know, I was a tough guy, I walked it off, you know, it'll go away.
Yeah.
It never did. Went to the ER, long story short, Mr. Klein, you have cancer. There's a level, alpha beta protein level, normally it's between 0 and 10. Mine was 4,400.
Wow.
So that was like their red flag. And after, you know, 10 months of, you know, chemo, surgery, you know, rehab, you know, I made it through it.
That's amazing. And you told me that you've been in remission now for 4 years.
Yes.
Well, that's awesome. We're so happy to hear that.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to tell it.
And you're involved with so many great things going on in the community. I know we talked a little bit about that you appear in a lot of local films.
Yes.
I just saw a great cover of you. We're gonna have to post that on Facebook. That's great. So tell me a little bit about that and your acting.
Well, I'm a local actor. How that came about, a guy came up to me at work, was like, hey, I heard you want to be an actor. And I'm like, yeah, but this is Toledo. He's like, yeah, but, you know, I'm so-and-so from such and such company. You know, I need a zombie. All right, I can be a zombie.
Yeah.
And from there, I go from zombie to cancer survivor.
That's a big difference. And then you also were in a documentary, though, recently, which is super cool. I cannot wait to see this.
Yes.
You tell me about the documentary.
That is, it's got like 6 or 7 different stories about cancer survivors and their caretakers. It's still yet to be released, but that's a very inspiring project from all sides.
You know, we're going to show a little bit of the trailer here, but you know, the caretakers, that's something I think people sometimes don't think about or forget about. You know, did you have someone in your life who was there for you?
I had a few people.
That's awesome. It's so important to have those, you know, relationships and connections at that point in time because you need that. You need that support.
Yes. Even though the fight starts within that person, the support group feeds off of them. And, you know, I'd rather have a victory party than a pity party.
Yeah, I love that you said that. And you mentioned that you talk to different support groups and kind of you do speaking engagements and talk about this and tell your story.
Yes. I have the University of Toledo coming up, Sylvania Southview coming up. I have a contact through the Mercy Health program, and they let me know, hey, are you available to speak with this school or this school? And the farthest I've gone is down in Brea, Ohio, Baldwin Wallace University. And
so, you know, when you are doing these speaking engagements, what's the most important thing that you want people to take away?
I just want to, you know, I want to get checked. You know, like the biggest thing I get out of it is the applause, because that, and every once in a while, hey, you know, thank you and congratulations.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, giving others hope.
Well, I think your story is so important, and hopefully we hear so much more from you in the Toledo area. And I have to check out some of those films you were in, especially the documentary. If people are interested in contacting you about speaking, can they just find you on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter at Mr. Klein 419. I'm all over.
All right. Well, we hope that more people take advantage of hearing this awesome guy come out and speak and tell his story, because it really is amazing. Make sure to check out the documentary. We'll post more information about that, and we will see you back after the break. And I just want to say thank you and congratulations.
Hey, welcome back to the Glass City Grind. I'm your host, Cheryl. I'm still here. I'm thrilled to be joined with Erin Wiley, our therapist, I want to say to the stars, but it's really therapist to the Glass City and surrounding areas.
That's correct.
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me on again.
Yes, we enjoy having you on. We think it's such an important thing. I think therapists sometimes scare people.
That's interesting. I think it can be intimidating if you've never been to one before.
Right.
Yeah.
And you never know. And when you hear the name therapist, or even maybe psychiatrist, or any of that, you start thinking, hey, are you getting in my head?
Right.
And
right.
what's happening?
Yeah, right.
And maybe, am I revealing anything?
Everyone's always revealing something.
Right. However, one of the nice things about having a therapist like you, what we need to be reminded of is you're a person. You go through life. Hey,
Yes.
you're a person.
Yes.
And you go through life. You deal with children and siblings and job changes, everything that we go through. So you're also coming with experience of walking through it too.
For sure. Yeah.
So one of the things when we were discussing that would be a great topic to kind of take on today is gender and maybe the transgender, or what we can do as maybe parents, friends, and maybe some of the things, if you can talk about what you're seeing in your office.
Sure. I think, being transgender is something that's gone on forever, since the beginning of time. But now we're finally in a social climate where people understand that it's a thing, like it can actually happen.
We can't ignore it.
Right? Yeah. And kids are outspoken enough today that they won't be ignored. If you are in utero created as a girl, but then the way your genes print out and then you end up with a male organ, then you grow up with everyone saying, hey buddy, come on dude, and you're like, no, I'm a girl. Why is everyone so confused about this? Because kids know if they have a female or a male brain. That's what makes us the gender we are. If you have a kid who has genitalia that's malformed when they're born, that doesn't, and you like, let's say it's ambiguous genitalia and you can't tell if a child is male or female. Well, then how do we know? I mean, does that make you a man or a woman? Clearly not, because if they're malformed, then we don't know what you are.
Right.
No, you'll tell us who you are. Your brain tells you who you are, because you know who you are. You either have a masculine or a feminine brain. And some people would say there's variations in between that. But yeah, I'm seeing lots of kids now who are saying to their parents, I've always preferred girl things. I've always been a girl. I don't like the way this is. I'm a girl.
Right. Now, I think my question would be, it's such a tough topic.
Sure
Okay.
is.
So, but my question would be, how do we embrace or nurture, or even just handle, because my concern is that so many people are not feeling loved, and there have been suicides. That's my point.
Oh,
like
for
today,
sure.
like I don't understand everything completely.
Of course.
However,
Right.
my concern becomes we can not tell people we hate them,
Right.
or what is going on that people want to kill themselves. Is there a way to handle it in a family? Is there a way to help people counsel through this?
Sure. I think one of the first things is removing the stigma, and instead of saying, oh, that little boy wants to be a girl, that's so weird, why would you want that? You say, oh, that little girl was born in a body with boy parts. That must be really hard for her. So seeing it from a different point of view, I think that inherently changes the way we view it. But open and affirming parents who basically listen to their kids and are able to hear them and say, okay, like you said, maybe I don't even understand this, or I don't even know the first thing about this, but what you're telling me, that's your truth, so yeah, like talk to a therapist about it, or go to a doctor and talk to them about it. Just being open and hearing what your kids have to say, I think, is really important.
Right. So, okay, I know that you've counseled and spoke with several in your practice that have maybe had this happen. Is there one, two, maybe three for sure things as a friend, a parent, a relative, that when someone brings this to us, we should not say to them, that we should not obviously overreact?
Sure.
But when we go to respond, I think there might be a couple of things like you're going to hell. I know that's one of the things I've seen in something that you lectured on and did.
I have kids in my office who tell me that that's their biggest fear, is going to hell.
Right.
Thinking, yeah, at 7 or 9 or 12, that should probably not be your biggest fear.
Right. Especially from, I would say, an adult that you look up to, a parent or a guardian.
Right. Someone recently said, I think this would not be the right thing to say, someone said, well, this child who presents as a boy but is saying he's a girl, she's a girl, saying to them, God doesn't make mistakes. And I say, well, but God makes people with seeing problems. God makes blind people. God makes people with no arms. God makes people who can't hear. God makes people with bad pancreases. So do we say, oh, there was a malformation, you have a bad pancreas, sorry, you're a diabetic, God didn't make you a mistake, you're gonna die because we're not giving you insulin.
Right.
Like if something's wrong with your body, we fix it. And if someone says, oh, I have a male brain, but I was born with girl parts, we say, oh, we have a medical solution for that.
Right.
We can fix that.
And do you think it is fair for people, I think I learned this as a parent early on with anything, I really don't have the answers to everything. I really don't understand why, even when it comes to spiritual things in life, we don't understand, we don't know why. I think it's okay to say, I don't understand.
Absolutely. And to say to someone, help me understand. You tell
Right.
me more about your experience because clearly I'm not living it and it's different than I thought. So yeah, give me more information.
Right. Well, I know we're wrapping up our time with you today, and this is such a heavy topic, and we absolutely could not solve everything today, but I want people to know where they can find you if they have this issue or if you want to help a family,
Sure.
And any other type of counseling you
Sure,
do
absolutely.
in life coach you do. So if
Absolutely.
you could let them know, our viewers know where to find
Yeah,
you at.
absolutely. And we see a lot of teens, families, marriage, anxiety, depression. We are the Willow Center, and we are in Maumee. We're at the corner of Dussel and Reynolds, and you can find us online at willow-center.com.
All right. Well, we appreciate you taking time and opening up that subject with us today. And so we appreciate that. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, guys. We are so excited because it's spring and that means new fashions. And we are joined by Michelle Bassett from Clothes Mentor in Sylvania.
Welcome, Michelle,
thank
who always
you.
looks adorable.
I know, you look
thank
so
you.
cute and so springy and fresh, and I just love it.
you.
And you look like you've been in the sun.
And you
Yes.
look like you've saved someone's life, but that's a whole other story for off camera.
Just so you know, Michelle did save someone's life in Florida. So we'll have to talk about that a whole other time. But
Lido Beach.
Very good. We're proud of you.
maybe she's in the newspaper there. We're going to check. But you brought some great things to show us. Let's just dive right in. Show us some styles that are popular right now.
I'm going to act like I'm a model.
Okay, yes. Okay, well this is a BCBG dress, and yellow is very in this year. I thought this would be perfect for Easter, and then we have the kind of golden yellow
Love this.
Talbot's coat that goes over it, and then a little matching purse.
It's so pretty. That color
love
is
it.
just fun
Yeah.
and happy.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it. I'm just picking some of this stuff.
Okay. This is a little peach, black, and cream dress. It's from the Gap. I put a scarf over it, for like if you're going to church or it's a little chilly out, and then a matching necklace.
Love that. Cheryl, you would look really cute in this.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
I just
Lisa,
want to say
I was going to say, I thought you'd look cute
It's
too.
kind of the colors that you have on today.
It is.
Yes.
I
It
like
is,
this
yeah.
color.
Which,
Yeah.
before I grab something back there, I want to show you what I saw over here. I was shopping earlier during commercial break.
And it matches you. It's meant to be.
Yeah.
And look, this is what I think is so cute about this.
That's
The
fun.
handle. Yeah, so you can carry out.
The
Yeah.
crew was not paying attention to me. I turned this into a weapon earlier, and I did like this to Chip. And thank God he wasn't paying attention, but I was like, ha, ha, ha. But look how adorable.
Yeah, yeah, and then look inside. It's got this beautiful fabric,
What's
and then there's like a
mine?
little matching
Coin
change
purse.
purse. in
Love
there.
that.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
I have
I'll give
gotten,
that to you,
yeah,
when I
let me
grab
try
something.
that. I have gotten more into, are you coming around me? Oh, she's coming back. I've gotten more into clutches as I've gotten older.
Yeah.
Having little kids, I tend to take like a big giant bag everywhere.
Yeah.
But now it's like they're older, I don't need all that stuff. And these are nice when you're going out.
Exactly. Yeah, very much more like sophisticated.
Yes.
And
No, I think this is great for like a wedding or for church or
Yes.
Easter programs. Or
Exactly.
I want to see if this is my size because I have a wedding this weekend.
yeah, and it's
Almost.
a 12. It's Nicole
Listen, we
Miller.
don't say sizes out loud.
I said
here,
almost.
Michelle. How dare you?
Almost.
And then I've got a little matching bag with that. The gold.
Very cute. But this actually looks kind of like loose and flowy.
It does. Yeah.
This is really pretty.
Yes,
And you even
definitely.
have some shoes or something over
yes,
here that we could pair.
I do. I have like
Love
these
that.
little. It has like a little kitten heel. They're by Ellen Tracy.
This is called what? A kitten?
Kitten heel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did know that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Let me grab something.
You know what's great is that I'm seeing so many awesome name brands.
Yes, exactly.
I
Which
mean,
is
and the
what
price-
we pretty much specialize in buying.
Yes.
The really nice. higher end labels.
And the prices are amazing. I mean, I'm checking out these prices. That's me. I have an eye for price tags. As you're showing this stuff, and it's all so affordable.
Yes, yeah. This little aqua polka dot dress is $12.50.
Seriously?
That is in our budget.
I know. And even if you add the sweater to it, I saw that was like $16. I mean, you're talking jewelry, shoes, and everything. You could be around $50.
Exactly. And this dress is brand new with tags, which you get
Oh my
in
goodness.
a lot of the
That's
brand new
originally
items.
a $50 dress by itself.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I want to say about Clothes Mentor that me and Lisa both have noticed is that, like, this is a Gucci bag.
Right.
And when you go in, if you were thinking you're going in for just like a top, you can leave with either matching shoes,
Yes.
a new little bag, you have the accessories.
Yes.
And they are from designer names to some stuff with tags.
Yes.
to
Yeah. We authenticate everything. We don't take in the knockoff
Yeah.
handbags.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because there's other places you can drop those off to.
I'm going to let you grab that last one. I'm going to hold this up. Because don't you think I look cute in this for Easter? I do a lot of black.
Yes.
But
Yes.
sometimes having a little pop of color, I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
My closet is falling apart
Yeah.
like it is at home. But this is another one, I think, if you're going to a wedding or a service or even like at the Stranahan or the Toledo Symphony, this is like you can really, this is very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice cream color,
Got
which
some
you can
beading.
add whatever, accessories and different colors.
Well,
with it.
before we break, I want to make sure everybody knows, Michelle, they can go into Clothes Mentor.
Yes.
And if you want help, or like Lisa was saying off camera,
Yes.
she's a little picky.
Yes.
She knows what she likes and feels comfortable in.
Black, black, and more black. That's me.
And she can tell you, we could go in, anyone can go in, not just us from
Exactly.
the show, like anyone can go in, Clothes Mentor in Sylvania,
Right.
say I'd like to see Michelle,
Right.
give you a few ideas of what they like,
Exactly.
and then you help them.
Put some outfits together, and it's totally free. Just give me your sizes, colors you like, and I will put some stuff together, and you can try them on. And if you like them, you do. Then if you don't,
What an amazing personal shopping experience for free.
right?
I mean, that's such a nice service that you guys provide for shoppers.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I love that.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Thank
And if
you.
you're on a budget or trying to save, or you just,
Right.
why not? When,
Yeah.
like you said, these have tags on them, or if you've always
Brand
wanted that
new.
designer purse
Right.
or a new bag, some things are pricier, some things are a little less, but this is the place to shop.
Yes.
Nobody buy this though, because I got my eye on this. But anyways, if they want more information, of course, they can stop into the store. And I know Clothes Mentor has a website and Facebook as well.
Yes. Also Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah,
on
we put-
Instagram.
We put new items on every day.
Oh,
so,
fun.
yeah.
Okay, that's
So
a
you
great
can-
way to stay in touch with the store. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Make sure you guys stop into Clothes Mentor in Sylvania. We will see you back after this break.
Okay, listen, I'm snatching the purse.
I know.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoy your family. Have a great weekend. That's all we have time for, Lisa.
Yep, we're out of
Come on.
time.
All right.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Spread love, not hate.